Hello there everybody, Spot92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Higurashi Minagoroshi. Why the hell did I say Minagoroshi? Matsuribayashi! Fucking hell, why? I unfortunately can't get the titles right because I'm a goddamn numpty. What's that one curse word? A numpty? That's what I am. Fuck, I don't know. Alright, we need to continue where the hell we fucking left off. Okay, so we got Kyosuke's motive to become a doctor. We have yet to get to the discontinuation of Hojo Satoko's dissection plan yet. Last episode, we focused a little bit around Satoshi, which makes me pretty damn happy that we got a little bit more focused on him. We still don't have anything with the help from the Queen Carrier yet. Haven't got that yet. Nor have we got the execution order. However, we did get the declaration of war from Oishi. Okay, still haven't got the research results from those yet. Also, Takano does not look very happy in that one. The truth about the Shirakawa Parkins accident. I guess that counts as one of the clues? Damn it. The fact that this is a day late really throws me off even more. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. The research needs to be stranded. Instructions for the kidnapping operation of the minister's grandson. Haven't got that yet. Let's see. Completion of the medicine C117 is required. Nope. FURUDE Rika's high fever. Nope, haven't got that yet, but we did get Tomotaki's slight fever. We got that. Haven't seen that. Oh, wait. I think we've actually got the Terminal 5 patient, I think we got the L5 patient now. I'm gonna go back real quick. Okay. I think we've already got the L5 stage patient's dissection, but we still haven't got the Queen Carrier active yet. Okay, nope. Let's see. A red capsule. Haven't got the red capsule yet. Ryuga family's move is required. They haven't moved in yet. We got the watermelon from the Sonozaki family, though. Satoshi is aware of his sins. And the mysterious death of the FURUDE couple. Haven't mentioned that yet. Haven't got either of those either. Lot of empty spaces here. We haven't got to the footsteps following Satoshi yet. He's aware of his sins. We haven't even got anything involving Rena yet. Rika and Satoko's shopping trip is required. We got that. The Shinto priest needs to contact the Erie Institution. I don't think we've got that yet. Look at that real quick. Mion, watermelon, damn supporters died, Rika shopping trip, Satoko, suffering brother, his sins, angry villagers, Sonozaki, unmute, suspicion, director, field of public webcam, doctor, omniscience, damage control, pressure, minister of construction, maybe that's the kidnapping? That might be it, actually. Possibly. If a parasite, still can't find evidence. The Hojo siblings. Wow, my handwriting sucks. I will go ahead and say that right now. The pathogen, dissection, Satoko's detailed test result. Okay. I don't see anything about that yet. Bottle of wine. No, haven't got the bottle of wine yet. Tomotaki Jiro's promise is required. I don't recall him saying something about a promise. No, most I ever got was a fever from him. I might have to go over that piece again one more time. Ah, fuck, okay. I'm gonna have to go out on a limb here. Fuck. Okay, I can't see that one yet. That one's cracked. Nope. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what the hell Prior consent for the collection of cerebrospinal fluid is required. I don't think we got that yet. I know Koizumi's still alive, so we haven't got that character dead yet. A lot of these require help from the Queen Carrier. Fuck! What was that one I mentioned earlier? Instructions for the kidnapping operation of the minister's grandson required. Okay. It doesn't count as pressuring. It needs to be more specific. 7 pieces are required. This is a piece from the Matsuribayashi episode. I think I've got plenty. Matsuribayashi episode. Can I see this? A piece from the Higurashi episode is required. Okay, I'm gonna look over here one more time. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, I feel like that's actually misleading. It says 7 pieces. I've gotten more than 7 pieces. So, I'm guessing what it really means is these. A piece from the Himatsubishi episode, a piece from the Onikakushi episode, a piece from this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That must be what that's referring to. Okay. Wait a minute. No. I can't. I don't think I can do this. The game board must be set up. Because all of these require... Okay, wait. The piece from the Watanagashi episode is required. The piece from the Onikakushi episode is required. Okay. Apparently I have to set up the game board before I'm even allowed to do that. Okay. Okay. I need to... FURUDE couple. Still alive? Sin. Okay, that's like the worst part about this. Because I usually have to go about a day or so. And hell, I'm actually a day late because of my own blunder. So... it's different from doing it all in one go, kind of like I did with, okay, maybe not necessarily, but pretty close to what I did with Umineko. Those episodes were much closer together, I think. And then again, I wasn't piecing stuff together. I was actually, I think that was... God damn, I can't really say anything because that's kind of spoiling Umineko, and I'm pretty sure that there are people that are watching this that realize they probably haven't even gone through Umineko yet. Okay, figure that. God damn it, all to fucking hell. I'm doing the I did this entirely the wrong way. What I should have done was write down every single clue, and then whenever something would pop up, I should have scratched that out. Instead of doing it wrong like I am right now, taking notes. I'm always ending up doing something the wrong way. Okay. I gotta think about this. Research. We got that. I got the truth about... No. Required for the 3rd year curse. This is the mysterious death of the FURUDE couple. So, requesting assistance to Queen. Okay, so that's whenever I get the Queen Carrier influence. Okay. Memory serves, Mayakashi was the one that involved Shion and Satoshi. So which one says that a piece from the Mayakashi episode is required? Which I don't think any of them say that. No. Tatari Goroshi was basically Satoko's episode, and you know, Keiichi basically becoming the big brother, which was really happy and nice. We haven't got the mysterious death of the FURUDE couple yet. Rena's not even here yet. The red capsule. I haven't seen the goddamn red capsule. Okay, back up. Back up. Let's just go all the way back. I don't even think Satoshi's even been set up with a part-time job yet. Figured. There's the red capsule. Does this count as... No, wait. The third year... That's the fourth sacrifice. This is the third sacrifice, which means that's the third year. The third year curse of Oyashiro-sama is required. The third sacrifice. You know what? Fuck it. No, I need to keep thinking. I was about to make a mistake and just start clicking haphazardly. I can't do that. I have to fucking think. I have to think. Fuck. Even if I have to go through every single one of these, checking. There's been no results on the C103 or H107 yet. We got the declaration of war from Oishi. There has been no execution order for the third year curse yet. Okay. Must not be allowed to visit his sister at the clinic. That technically hasn't happened. We got his sense of responsibility as a big... Wait. He has the sense of responsibility. I've got that. And, Frank brother, we got his... He's aware of his sin. Okay. Please. I might have already... Let's see. God. Fuck you. Gah! Okay. Okay. Just calm down. Calm down. This is gonna be fun. Slightly annoying that it automatically zooms me up. I wish there was a way I could turn that off. I find it, like, mildly annoying. Just kind of, if I can be perfectly honest. Doesn't feel like it's helping any, if I can be perfectly fair. Fuck. What? No, 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 no. That can't be right. I can't have the pieces for that yet. No, 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 no. The research needs to be stranded. There is, I didn't, there, no, and instructions for the kidnapping operation of the minister's grandson are required. No, there shouldn't have... Fuck it. Okay, fine. Just think. Okay. That's fantastic. That's... Okay. So, I have research stranded, but I don't know that. And I have instructions for kidnapping. I guess mentioning pressuring is counts as, oh, here are the instructions, even though I'm not explicitly stating that. Of course! God damn it. I spent like friggin' 20 minutes on this. Okay. Okay, fair. That's just proving that I'm extremely incompetent. That night, the head of the FURUDE family, the priest, gathered his wife and Rika for a family meeting. It is Hinamizawa's tradition for the three families to gather and discuss the village's issues. It's not unusual for big families like the Sonozaki family and the Kimiyoshi family to have meetings beforehand to sort out opinions among themselves. However, the FURUDE family has lost its family branches, so there are only 3 people left in the main family. So they have never had a family meeting until this day. What is it? You're being so formal. Is it about the dam construction? The dam is the most important issue right now in the village. The wife assumes the priest wants to talk about the dam issue. For him to gather all the family members here, it must be a huge decision. Maybe he's going to talk about joining the pro-evacuation camp. No, it's not about the dam, but it's about something extremely important, which concerns this village and perhaps all ancestors of the village too. The FURUDE family has served in priesthood and has worshipped Oyashiro-sama, the guardian deity of the village, for generations. So for him, the head of the family, to start out this way, it must be something extremely important. Yet he says it's not about the dam, so what does he want to talk about? I'm married into this family, so... Oh, I want you and Rika, who carry the true blood of the FURUDE family, to listen very carefully. You two aren't normal human beings. I'm the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, right?
Rika, you shouldn't say such things. Oh, dear, let's talk about things like that without Rika. She's heard enough nonsense from the elderly people at the village hall already.
What she just said about her being the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama appears to be true.
What?
It's rather a long story. Please, just sit tight and listen to me. The wife has a dumbfounded expression on her face, not knowing what he is going to say, but Rika is completely calm with her usual carefree expression. The priest starts to talk after the wife calms down. There is a disease in this village that has been here for a long time. It's a special disease which only exists here in this area. Everyone who lives in this village has the disease. Not only the people who live here now, but all the ancestors who ever lived here had the disease.
What? But we're all fine now. I've never heard of a disease exclusive to this village.
Calm down. As long as we are here in the village, the disease won't cause any problems. But once you move away from this village, that's when it starts to act out. Do you understand?
How can you expect me to understand such a thing? I've no idea what you're talking about.
It's same as the curse of Oyashiro-sama.
Rika says it so calmly, while the wife gets frustrated. That's right. They say that when you leave this village, you're cursed. It's just like that. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama, which our ancestors have feared for generations, is actually a disease that only exists in this village.
How could that be possible? We've left the village before. Other villagers too. Some have gone on business trips and some even traveled to foreign countries.
True. But that's probably because the disease is weakened over a long time. So it was supposed to disappear eventually. But the business with the dam messed up this process. As everyone knows, the whole village is heated up because of the dam. Such excitement and emotional instability make the disease worse.
I still don't know what you're trying to say. But what we thought were curses all this time were actually caused by the disease?
That's right. All the rules Oyashiro-sama came up with were to protect the villagers from the disease.
No way! So, Oyashiro-sama is not a god, but a disease? How could that be? How can I explain that to the FURUDE family ancestors?
Calm down! The faith in Oyashiro-sama won't change. The fact Oyashiro-sama is watching over Hinamizawa will remain the same. It's just that the disease, which doubles as the curse of Oyashiro-sama, has existed for a long time. That's all.
I won't accept that! How can I explain that to our ancestors? This is a desecration of the FURUDE family's age-old tradition. No, this is a desecration of Oyashiro-sama. Who told you such a thing? This isn't acceptable! In the first place, can you prove such a disease actually exists?
I have the proof.
What kind of proof? Who gave you that?
The people from the Ministry of Health and the National Institute of Infectious Disease Prevention. They've already found the pathogen and they are searching for a cure right now. I saw the documents and the samples last week. The people at the Ministry of Health called the disease the Hinamizawa Syndrome.
No way.
As long as you lead a normal life, the Hinamizawa Syndrome is harmless. But once you go far from Hinamizawa, or if you become unstable emotionally, it's easy for the disease to manifest itself. When the disease acts out, you can be possessed by your own delusions and, in the worst case scenario, you can go mad. They found this disease during the war. A great scholar noticed that only the soldiers from Hinamizawa came down with an abnormal disease, and he has been researching it all these years. They explained some details of the research, but sorry, they're too complicated for me to explain. If you don't believe what I'm saying, why don't you go listen to them yourself? I didn't believe them at first and thought they were trying to desecrate Oyashiro-sama just like you. The Erie Clinic was built to study the syndrome. It appears to be just a clinic on the outside, but it's actually a secret research center to study the syndrome.
To research in secret? That's ridiculous! If it's actually backed by the Ministry of Health, why don't they do it out in the open?
I guess they can't. For example, think about leprosy patients in the past who were misunderstood and rejected. They were still misunderstood and discriminated even today. The whole country finds out about this and thinks everyone in Hinamizawa contracted this weird disease and can go mad any moment. It'll turn into chaos. The Ministry of Health has taken that into consideration and is working on developing a cure while keeping the disease a secret. Don't get me wrong though. They aren't trying to put us on display or anything. They're trying to eliminate this disease and free this village from it. It was a different story in the past when we supported ourselves, but nowadays, it's impossible not to leave the village. If a simple act of leaving the village can trigger the disease, you realize how dangerous it is for the villagers, right? I've already said this before, but because of the anti-dam movement, the whole village is fired up, which is a very bad state for the Hinamizawa Syndrome.
If some villagers go crazy and do something horrible, there'll be a lot of media talking, taking pictures.
That's right. If that happens, it'll be too late.
But how can I believe that? Are you sure we're dealing with people from the government? Are you sure you aren't being tricked? Oh wait, this is one of the clues about Rika's mom. Okay, I'm gonna write that down real quick because I think that is a clue. I think that this piece is giving me that clue. Rika's mom's hesitate. Wait, suspicion. I think that was the name of the clue. Okay, Rika's mom's suspicion of clinic. All right.
I don't blame you for not being able to believe it. They said we can come take a look at the facility anytime. I've seen it before, and I know that no mere fraud could have set up something like that. Even the big hospitals in Golgotha didn't have such large-scale equipment. If you can't believe what I just told you, you should go to the research center and ask questions. They can explain it better than I can. They said if their explanation isn't good enough, they can explain it to you at the National Research Institute in Tokyo, or even at the Ministry of Health's main office.
Besides me believing it or not, how are we related to that?
It is said that the FURUDE family inherited the blood of Oyashiro-sama. And it is also said that if a girl was born for 8 continuous generations, the 8th generation girl would be the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
Me?
That's right.
Oh, that's right. I'm the 7th. And Rika's the 8th generation. But what does that have to do with the disease?
This Hinamizawa syndrome is caused by a type of parasite. Although they're parasites, they're tiny. You can't even see them with the naked eye. Well, duh, they're parasites. They say there's a leader among these parasites.
Are you saying that's the FURUDE family?
It appears that the leader of these parasites is passed down the generations, only by people with a direct bloodline to the FURUDE family. In other words, during the previous generation, it was you. And now, it's you, Rika.
Me?
You seem so happy about it. That's ridiculous! That's absolutely ridiculous! Why would it be something as disgusting as parasites in the first place?
Calm down! I'm not good at explaining things. Please, have the experts explain it to you. According to them, studies into the parasite leader are necessary in order to research this disease.
No! I won't have anything to do with such a suspicious research, and Rika won't either.
I'm telling you to calm down! They think the Hinamizawa syndrome acts out when separated from the parasite leader, not the village itself. When you were little, do you remember villagers telling you that you had psychic powers? You were able to cure elderly people who got migraines after taking a long trip. That's the proof you carried the parasite leader. The blood of FURUDE has the power to cure the people with the disease. To discover a cure, it's extremely important to research.
If they study me, will the villagers be saved?
That's what they say.
And all the villagers are infected. Me? Everyone else? Oh wait.
Satoko too?
Yes. Not only the people who live in the village, but the relatives in Okinomiya too. I bet we're talking thousands of people. That's why the Ministry of Health spent so much money to build a specialized research center.
I object! How can you let Rika be a sacrifice for such a suspicious research?
That's not the point, woman.
I don't mind.
See, she's okay with it.
If Satoko can be saved, I don't mind being a sacrifice. I really don't.
You be quiet, Rika! I absolutely refuse. I'll go talk to them and refuse them directly. I won't let them kill Rika for a crazy experiment. Besides, Rika's the one and only heiress of the FURUDE family. What if something happens to her? The FURUDE family will die right there. Don't you see that? You must think more about the FURUDE family. That's why the villagers call you an opportunist.
Oh! That was another clue.
Rika's daddy? Opportunist. Interesting.
Okay, finally, I'm making progress now. After my, childish little rant I did there, I apologize for that.
After all, don't you think it's odd? The Ministry of Construction is trying to submerge the village, and the Ministry of Health is trying to cure a disease. What the heck is going on?
The Ministry of Health has warned that this disease could be caused by a change in environment. So, they're actually trying to have the Ministry of Construction stop the damn construction plan. God, you should go to the research center. Why would they build such a huge facility in a location that could be submerged? Oh, she was yawning. That was the weirdest fucking yawn. Rika makes a big yawn. It must be past bedtime for a little girl like Rika.
I'm going to bed now. Dad, please let them know I'm willing to participate, okay?
Rika! You can't make such a decision without consulting me! Rika! Wait, Rika!
Ha-ha! You lose, woman! Alright, finally. Okay, so, obviously, to make up for my little recording blunder that I did kind of release a extended episode of DS E-Ray yesterday. So, because I've not been giving Higurashi enough attention, I will go ahead and do a bonus episode tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that'll upset some of the DS E-Ray viewers. I realize that. But I still want to give Higurashi the attention that it requires, and also, it's to kind of help my own mental states because I'm starting to forget about clues that I do have and what I don't have. That's not good. Okay, so I'm guessing that counts as help from the Queen Carrier. So,
That's actually a shit ton of clues right there. Okay, let's see. This automatically opens up a shit ton of stuff. At a quarry in Yagauchi. Yep. Yagauchi quarry. Like, that clue right there, help from the Carrot Queen, opens up a lot here. To research the Hinamizawa syndrome, there is something very important that needs to be discussed first. If something happens to the Queen Carrier, the village will collapse. Even my grandfather called it the most dangerous situation in his article. Oh, this is Takano. According to my grandfather, if the Queen Carrier dies, all the infected people will reach the terminal phase within 48 hours. This may sound unbelievable at first, but research on the collapse of past local religions and group suicides around the world tells that there is some truth to it. Among all the mysterious incidents around the world, there are some that were caused by parasites controlling entire communities, very similar to the Hinamizawa syndrome. Grandfather picked a few cases that were very similar to the Hinamizawa syndrome and investigated them. As a result, he confirmed multiple cases of communities going crazy after the death of the religious leader or founder, and finally annihilating themselves. He stated that the average time is within 48 hours. It's clear that infected people are affected by the Queen Carrier, and the condition of the Queen Carrier is in fact affecting the entire village. The statistics show that there were more patients during the week Rika was sick. Rika being sick with a simple cold had a massive impact. If something happened to her, we'd be facing a serious situation within 48 hours. That's why the Erie Institution has to protect FURUDE Rika, the Queen Carrier. It's their biggest mission in the Hinamizawa Syndrome research project. She's already agreed to help us in our research, but we have to be very careful not to put her in any danger. Also, we have to protect her from anyone who would try to harm her. Her life is equal to the lives of 2,000 villagers. But what if something happens to her by accident? The Erie Institution must prepare for that situation. That is why I worked on a draft of an emergency manual when the Erie Institution was first established.
Oh, the manual! Manual draft. That fucked up thing.
It's a precaution in case the Queen Carrier dies or if infected people show acute symptoms due to the death of the Queen Carrier. This is an emergency procedure which must be followed within 48 hours of the mass occurrence of the acute symptoms. The final measure is to prevent the damage from spreading to the nearby areas. The plan uses gas, making it look like a natural disaster.
Those bastards!
My client, the Alphabet Project, took the responsibility of working out the details of the plan. They are used to dealing with things like nuclear and biological weapons, so they are such a big help. There's no way I could have come up with a plan that would execute 2,000 villagers. The Ground Self-Defense Force secured a closed quarry in the Yagauchi region, upstream of Hinamizawa through a dummy company. It is to be the secret storage base for the suppression operation equipment. The deadly gas equipment that kills people as if they were falling asleep is stored here. In the case of an emergency, the special unit of the Ground Self-Defense Force is to use this equipment to suppress the villages. Village! However, the preparation for the execution of the villagers itself is politically dangerous. So, if I'm going to insist on them getting the equipment ready, I have to make them understand how dangerous the Hinamizawa syndrome is, and also how urgent the need to have a contingency plan is. I have to prove the need for the plan by showing them data. So the files my grandfather kept intact come in extremely handy. When the clients read my grandfather's articles about the syndrome, they are surprised to see how catastrophic things could be in the worst case scenario.
Well, duh! In other words, if something happens to this girl, the Queen Carrier, all 2,000 of the villagers will become deranged. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. There have been several cases similar to the Hinamizawa syndrome where group suicide took place. In the case of the Hinamizawa syndrome, we can easily expect extreme defensive behavior which results from strong paranoia. The result may affect over 2,000 carriers. From there on, we may face abnormal situations like lawless violence and bizarre religious despondence. We must be ready to face such a situation by having a contingency plan, otherwise we'll draw attention from the whole world. We have to remember that we only have 48 hours to respond once it happens.
Are you saying that if it happens, there's nothing anyone can do? Can't you treat everyone within 48 hours?
That'll be impossible. We don't even have a cure, and the research center isn't capable of taking in all the villagers.
How scary to realize such a disease actually exists. The world is full of mysteries.
Yes, that is correct, Hideyoshi. As the self-defense department, we must be prepared for the worst-case scenario. That's the Alphabet Project's belief, too. Executing the plan is not desirable, but that's important. What's important is to be prepared.
That's true. You're right. I still have to discuss the rules of application regarding the strengthening of approval distinctions, but now I understand there is a need to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Let's have the Urban Suppression Warfare research team simulate the suppression operation in the Hinamizawa region. I think we should get it going as soon as possible. There's a possibility that the Queen Carrier girl may be hit by a car and be killed at any moment. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Major Takano. We have further questions for you, so you can just sit down.
Thanks to a push from one of my barkers, things were decided without too much of a problem. It took me almost all day to explain to them, but it only took a short time to come to a decision. Nobody criticized, ridiculed, or tried to reject my grandfather's articles. Today, in the files they are reading, there are articles of my grandfather that were insulted by big-shot authorities in the past. But they don't ridicule the articles. They are reading what was once rejected. It is nothing big at a glance, but this is the moment when my grandfather's research is recognized for the first time. My heart is filled with satisfaction as I see people discussing while pointing to my grandfather's files and raising them as arguments. I've worked so hard for this day. Grandpa in heaven, can you see this? Fuck. Okay, so from that I got the draft of the manual. Alright. Let's swap over to the next couple pieces and check them real quick. Nope. No. Okay, we can skip this page for right now. These are all broken! Son of a bitch, is this... Can I finally look at this?
Thank you! Oh my god, finally!
Furude-san, thank you for waiting. We just finished the last test. She'll be back soon. Hope she's able to help. Of course! Rika-san will help the whole village. I think we will come up with a treatment soon. We're still looking into the structure, but we're finding out how important Rika-san is to the villagers. People with more serious conditions can't stabilize themselves. Well, we found out if they get close to the Queen Carrier, they create some kind of a substance in their brain. The substance is calming, and it seems to have the power to bring the symptoms down. If we can prescribe this substance, it'll be a powerful treatment.
I see. Rika has that kind of power.
You shouldn't be surprised. People say that shrine maidens of the Furude shrine have the psychic power to calm souls and demons, right? Even before we found out, the history of the last few hundred years already records that. That's true. I'm impressed with the wisdom of the ancient people.
Me. Tests are all done.
Rika, good work. You must be tired. Why don't you go get something to drink with this?
Me. Yeah, they took a lot of my blood, so I need to replenish.
Rika takes a 100 yen coin and runs out to the hallway. I appreciate Rika-san's help. If she hadn't helped us, the research wouldn't have progressed this far.
Rika's very concerned about her friend who has the syndrome. She said she wants to help because of her friend. Doctor, please understand her feelings.
Of course. We're taking up her precious time every Sunday, so we'll make sure to get to the bottom of this. We may have to put her through a rough experiment, but I hope you understand. We'll never harm her in any way, though. She's such an important person. She's the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, after all.
I wonder how ancient people found out about this syndrome. and how they knew the FURUDE family are the descendants of the queen. I'm truly impressed.
By the way, there's something I have to ask you. I would like to ask you for permission to collect her cerebrospinal fluid. Oh! Oh my god, I can't even spell that. Wait. Oh fuck, I really misspelled that. Holy shit! Cerebrospinal fluid permission. Yes! Yes! Also, there's a chance that we'll have to drill a hole in her skull to examine the inside of her head.
A hole in her skull?
Of course, we'll take every precaution. Rika-san is the one and only queen carrier. We'll make sure that she's safe. Her safety is our priority. Rika-chan is a girl, so of course, we won't shave her whole head. However, we'll have to ask her to stay at the clinic a little longer so we can keep our eyes on her. Well, she can receive visitors too. You're more than welcome to attend the examination. I'm sure she'll be more relaxed to have you nearby.
Do you really need to perform the examination? Is it really safe?
Well, I can't guarantee her safety for either the collection of cerebrospinal fluid or the drilling a hole in her skull. There's always the off chance something may go wrong.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Also, Rika-san may suffer from some physical and emotional discomfort. Even if it's an important examination, we can't perform it without the parents' consent. Actually, I've already talked to Rika-chan about it.
What did she say?
She said that's fine. I've explained to her that there's a possibility of danger and discomfort, but we still need your consent.
Sometimes Rika truly believes that she's the reincarnation of Oyashiru-sama. So maybe she feels obligated to sacrifice herself for the villagers.
What an impressive child.
Could you please let me talk to my wife? She understands the situation, but I still need to explain it to her.
Ah, sure, of course. Please, talk it over with her.
So, this examination is an extremely important step towards stamping out the syndrome, right?
Yes. It will solve the mysteries of the Hinamizawa syndrome for sure. At least, it'll be the first step. As I already explained, if something happens to the Queen Carrier, the whole community of infected people may be in danger. In other words, there's a possibility the whole village may end up with deadly symptoms.
That's right. According to the study, within 40... Oh wait, that's her speaking, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. That's right. According to the study, within 48 hours of the death of the Queen Carrier, all the infected people will become deathly ill. We must prevent that from happening no matter what.
If something happens to Rika, the whole village will go insane.
Yes. It's our job to prevent that. It's ironic that we have to put your daughter in a dangerous situation, but this is the only way to stamp out the syndrome.
Dr. Erie, I hope you'll succeed in that examination.
As I said, there's no 100% in medicine.
Sure. Erie answers with a nod, interrupting Takano's vague answer. Oh.
I will succeed. I'll save Rika-san, and the villagers. I promise.
Okay. I'll talk to my wife. I'll let you know our decision.
Yes. Thank you. That's probably not going to go well with his wife.
After Rika and her father leave, Takano starts to laugh.
Oh, what is it? What's so funny? No, nothing. I just thought it was amusing to get permission from both the patient and her parents beforehand. Rika-chan is going through what she doesn't have to. I thought I should as a courtesy. I would have gotten consent from the guy from last year had he been in a normal condition. Are you being tormented with guilt ever since you started your research here?
What do you mean? This type of teasing is normal from Takano, but maybe it has gone a little too far this time. Eri stops and shows his displeasure.
You can only research the Hinamizawa syndrome by using living objects. You feel guilty to continue the research because you know that.
The guilty feelings are necessary. Whether it's a murder or a dissection, the fact that you're taking someone's life is the same. We have to accept that, and at the same time devote ourselves to our research.
That's an extremely impressive theory. Then, Dr. Erie, how many consents have you gotten before you cut into people's brains?
You didn't think Takano knew about that.
How many brains have you cut up without consent, using your selfish theory that people commit crimes due to brain disorders as an excuse?
That is...
Common sense changes with time. Back then, doctors didn't need to explain anything or get consent beforehand. So I don't think you have to be concerned about the past. It'll be a problem now, but it was okay back then. So that's okay. But you feel guilty, and that's why you want to get consent from Rika-chan beforehand, and also from that guy, right?
That's not true. In the first place, the treatment and dissection are...
Hey, come on. You just want something so you don't have to feel guilty afterwards. Right? You just want to compensate for past guilt. That's it. If you regret what you've done, then don't do anything else with brains. Yet you're still dealing with brains despite regretting your past. If you truly feel guilty, then you shouldn't have accepted the position of director. Don't you think so?
I don't need to listen to this. Excuse me.
You must listen. Medicine depends on ethics and value.
Oh, wait. Oh.
When Dr. Takano predicted the Hinamizawa syndrome, all the powerful people simply laughed at him. But he didn't stop researching until he collapsed. He believed that someday he'd be acknowledged. Even if it'd be after he died, he still believed in it. He could do that only because of his strong will and his beliefs. If it wasn't for that, he would have given up the research. A strong will is what keeps research going. Only a determined will can come to a result. But you don't have that. You aren't even sure about what you've done. How could you accept the position of director with such half-hearted determination? You knew that this research can't be done without shedding blood.
I don't know what to say. Maybe I am half-hearted.
Then why don't you resign? There will be an obligation to keep things secret, but at least you don't have to feel guilty anymore. You may be my partner, but you're also simply a co-worker who was requested by my client. Now that this research institute is fully developed, you are needed. Especially if you don't have the necessary determination towards the research. You're a useless partner. I'll never quit researching. I'm not afraid of guilt or regret. My strong will is what takes me to the future. Just like Dr. Takano succeeded, I'll succeed alone.
That's impressive. However, though my determination may not come close to yours, I have a will, and that's why I'm here. As you said, I already have blood on my hands. After I arrived in Hinamizawa, they got even bloodier. That's why. I can't just run. I'll probably continue to be tormented, but I won't run. I'll get to the bottom of the Hinamizawa syndrome. That's the least I can do for all the people who gave their lives to this research, and also for those who will give their lives from now on.
Erie's face shows a look of determination. He's different from a moment ago, when he was baffled by Takano bringing up the painful past. Erie expresses his determination with his eyes for a while, then turns around.
We'll probably get consent from Rika-chan's examination for... Sorry. So please, start the preparation.
Okay, I understand. Sir.
He got the consent for the following week. Jesus, Takano! Leave the poor guy alone! Fuck! Girl, you are just evil!
But the positive thing is I got even more clues. Now I can start. Let's see.
What else do I need to do here? Haven't got that yet. Nope. 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 I mean, I'll do this in the next episode anyway.
Now we can look at that.
Alright, that's what we'll do in the next episode then. Again, apologies for the shortness of this episode, but I will make it up with another episode tomorrow. I gotta say, that whole goof, that damn editing goof that I did really fucked up the schedule, but we're gonna be back on track. We're gonna be back on track. So, I know this was supposed to be a Dies Irae day. I know that. But with this and tomorrow's Higurashi episode, we will be able to finally get back on track. And unfortunately, I know that's probably going to upset a lot of the Dies Irae viewers. I realize that. It upsets me too. But I'm just trying to get back to the sense of normalcy that I had with the schedule. And it's my own fault that I messed up anyway. But anyway, that's it for right now. I'm making progress despite my little, my own stupidity. But thank you all so much for watching, and, well, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.